I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or want to die in a video game. Of course, YouTube in a video game. I mean a video game for sure. I, of course, mean a video game. What else would I mean it? Oh, wow. Holy crap, this team sucks. They're bad. They're just terrible. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Where's the bag? I can't even. It's like, at this point, I'm going in circles with that. I don't even care anymore, man. Like, they don't give an effort. Why should I give an effort with these streams? And this is really the point. I've nothing to say. I don't know what you want me to I'm cutting out. I mean, I'm also just not really saying much, honestly. So, I'm sorry. Honestly, I got nothing to say tonight. I don't want to be on the stream. I don't want to be here. I really do not want to be here. There's nothing to say. This team is in the Hagen sweepstakes over competing for a postseason spot. What is there to say? I'm not even sure. The Islanders, I think, they're winning right now. I mean, they might choke their game because they can't hold on to third period leads if their life depended on it. But nevertheless, the Islanders will probably hold on the win. And if they do, the Rangers are officially last in the Metropolitan Division tonight. No ties, nothing at all. There is just no way around it. They are clear cut by points at the very least, because they'll still have a game in hand, I believe. Yeah, they'll have a game in hand. They're still clear cut, though, last in the division. Montreal tied them today in points. They're about to be with Detroit and Buffalo in the standings. They're worse than the Blue Jackets. What do you want me to say? It's really a disgrace. Mika Zibanejad sucks. I don't want to hear anything about the guy I don't want to hear anyone spin in any regard anything with Mika Zibanejad. I don't feel sorry for the guy one bit right now. I don't. You're making $8.5 million. Show some balls and actually show up to the rink and actually give a good effort. And that goes for the rest of the team, honestly, because nobody does. There is nobody on this team that's giving any sort of complete effort on a night in, night out basis. And Igor Shesterkin, that goes to him too. I don't care how piss poor the defense was in front of him today. There were some that he should have stopped. And the fact that he decided to go to the locker room, he went off storming to the locker room after he got pulled to blow a hissy fit in the locker room. That tells you everything about this group right now. And he's been chased out of the net 3 times this season, 4 times, whatever it is. 11.5 million. 11.5 million, baby. 8 years. 8 years of that giant head egoed fuck. 8 more years of that. So happy. Why'd you extend here if you're gonna throw a hissy fit like that? I have nothing good to say about him. I have nothing good to say about anyone on this team. Hooray. The Lafreniere, Panarin, Trocheck line. Woohoo, it's last year all over again. They're the only ones generating chances and producing. A round of applause, everybody. Sam Carrick might be the dumbest hockey player I've ever watched in the history of the sport. Truly. I truly mean that. And I watch Greg McKegg play hockey for a good amount of games. All the guy does is take penalties and act like a fake tough guy. I'm so tired of him. I'm tired of Will Borgen blows too. Who would have saw that coming? Keandre Miller, remember this morning when he said that, oh, well, the reset's going to help. And, it hurt being in the press box because I felt I could really help this team. He was terrible tonight. Coasting all over the place. Stick checking around the world. And if he's still hurt, because I do not want to hear, oh, but he's still hurt, then take a seat. Sit down. But I guess you wanted to rush back because, oh, well, we need to find some urgency to make the playoffs here. You're not making it. Just stop. Just stop. I'm over this. Chris Drury is the biggest pushover I've ever seen in my life. And that report that came out, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, about how he accepted the deal with Seattle for Kakko because of the fact that he was worried Ron Francis would pull away from the deal if it got leaked. You suck. You actually blow at your job. Your job is to get the best possible package for Kakko, and instead, that? Okay. I'm over this. I'm really over this. I'm tired of the gimmick. Oh, well, Laviolette's gonna go after this one, surely. I'm not even gonna entertain speculating that anymore. Until he goes, he's not going. I have to see it to believe it at this point. I'm just over this crap. I really am. Truth be told, third period, hardly even watched it. I had it on my phone, and I was watching the next game, watching the end of that, watching Jalen Brunson drop 50, watching Josh Hart chase rebounds all night. And you know what? They played like garbage considering the team that they played with the Wizards. They played the Wizards, who are just flat out terrible. Still got the win, but they played a terrible team. But you know what? Them losing is more enjoyable than watching this team winning. But instead, this is what I do. This is what I do. Why am I still here? I don't know. Is the money that I make from here worth it enough? I don't know. It's starting. I have no clue anymore. I'm just tired of it. It was so obvious, too, that second period was going to be bad. It was so obvious because they barely escaped the first period while playing decent, and I say decent because outside of that Panarin, Trocheck, Lafreniere line, none of the other lines even really generated much, and they still look like garbage in the D zone. But they get out of that period down 2-1. It was so obvious that second period was going to be a disaster. This team does not know how to play in second periods. That was just the most predictable thing. And then you watch Tampa Bay just score shorthanded at will. You watch them actually score off of the rush. Wait, that's allowed? I didn't know that. I'm a Ranger fan. I had no idea that existed. I didn't know you were allowed to score off of the rush. Wow. Hey, remember Igor deserves more money than Andrei Vasilevsky? Right. Good laughs. Good laughs. The Vasi's better chance tonight. Oh, it's just hilarious. I'm just tired of this. I really am. And you know what? You know what's sad too? There's two things. One, I predicted this would be a 5-1 final score, and they allowed 6. What's sad is I loaded up FanDuel this morning, and I was like, you know what? Gensel's definitely netting one. And I was thinking maybe I should put money on Kucherov, Point, and Sorelli just because maybe. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to play it safe. Apparently I was wrong to do that, so I'm not even walking away with something. I don't know why I gave this team the benefit of the doubt in any way with that one. I mean, Kucherov just had a field day. Double XP weekend for the guy. Anthony Sorelli and Brayden Hagel were all over the damn ice. I mean, I honestly took the Rangers goggles off for a minute and was just amazed with what Tampa Bay was doing. And they didn't even play the best game possible. That's the thing, too. They didn't even play their best brand of hockey. And they still kicked your ass. That's how bad this Rangers team is. They're not difficult to play against. No one's looking at the Rangers on their schedule and circling that game like, oh, look out for the Rangers. They're going to enter the territory very shortly where it's like, you know what? Let's throw the backup goalie in the net because we got a back-to-back, or, you know, our starter needs to maybe get a lot of games in a couple of days. Let's give the Rangers the backup goalie treatment. That's where we're going to be in a couple of days if we're not already there by the Florida game. Maybe they'll just throw Spencer Knight in goal because why not? They could easily still win like 7-1, 7-2 with Spencer Knight net. Thank you for the $2, Steve. Appreciate it. At least you didn't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Thank you for the other two. $2 from the NYR Nobody. I appreciate the team sits down when they pay. They're softer than puppy shit. They are. And then you have Mika Zibanejad on the verge of crying when he's getting sat on the power play. What are we doing here? What are we, fucking 5 years old? Pouting because we're not getting more ice time, getting more time in the game. I get wanting to play more, but do something about it if you want to play more. Grow a sack and actually show some effort. And instead, he's sitting on the bench pouting and on the verge of tears. Instead. I would love to, but I have a gig to do. Would love to not watch them. Would absolutely love to do anything better with my life than watch this team. And I'd love to. I would love to. But sadly, this is the gig. But I don't know. It's getting to a point where I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing these streams. It's really getting to that point because this is just not worth my time. It just is not worth it. Tired of clearing my schedule for this. Tired of not making plans just because this team is on. Would love this. Would love this. But and I know, I get this, and that's why I do feel bad if I did stop streaming, but it's getting to a point where this is just not worth my time. It's just not worth it. I could be doing so many better things with my life, and this is what I choose to clear my schedule for. And for some reason, this is what I decide to do. And the worst part is, like I say, almost every single time, we are not even halfway through the season. And I'm going absolutely insane. And this is the thing that's annoying, right? Like, the losing helps me get views and helps me get clicks and everything, but holy crap, does it drive me insane. Holy crap. For everyone that, like, like, this is what killed me about last year, right? This is what killed me about last year. Because people would say that I do this as a shtick. I fake this to get views. I don't want to do this. Talk about the team like this. I don't. I do not want to at all. I want to be coming on here like the way I would if I was a fan of the team that we just saw on the other end of the ice. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Every single year, different roster personnel. They let their captain go. That has been there for as long as he has. To bring in Jake Gensel, showing balls. And they're competitive every season. I want to be coming on here talking about this team like the way that the Pittsburgh Penguins were in their prime. Watching four lines deep go out there. Elite play. Both ends of the rink. That's what I want to be doing. Instead, I'm supposed to pretend that Mika Zibanejad, as the number one center of this core, is going to win a cup? Get out of here. But this team, for some reason, these guys think that they're that level. They think that they have done it. They think that they are the Tampa Bay Lightning who have won Stanley Cups. They think that they're the Florida Panthers. They are convinced that they're the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's who this team thinks they are. You're nowhere near that level. You can only wish. So, could we stop feeling sorry for these guys? Can we just stop with all of that? Just stop. Could we stop pretending that these guys deserve any benefit of the doubt, even when they win games? Could we stop acting like they deserve to get maybe they're turning the corner? We don't owe them anything. And this group, I cannot wait for the day it's broken up, because they all have to go. This is broken beyond repair. There's no saving this. There's just no world where you save this. I was so... The mood, the difference in my mood from on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday versus today, I wish I had an app or something that could track my heart rate, track my stress levels, because it just, even when the calendar flipped to the 28th today and I knew the Rangers were playing, the stress levels, my heart rate just skyrocket. Just skyrocket. And this is it. We call things how it is. This is exactly it. Islanders 1-6-3. Thank you for the $2. Yep, Rangers are officially in last place. Oh, I'm reaching my Joker arc. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man. I really am. I can't, man. I get what you're saying, bluegrass, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be compared there. Christ. I'm not switching teams. You're not catching me do that. Takes everyone to go from first to last place in one season. I can't, man. I just can't. Thank you for the $5, Jay Lewis. Hashtag NYR tank for Higgins. Perot and Higgins already have chemistry. Thank you for the 5. That's where I'm at. I say that's where I'm at, yet I'm still like going insane. It's really when the streams start up for me where I like spiral out of control. Honestly, that's really what it is. There's no one on this trade that they'd be stupid to trade. I'm sorry, I have no care about any of these guys. Do not care. Don't move any of them. I don't care. I'm done caring about any of them. There's no one on this team I'd keep. There's no one. Thank you for the $2. Organization will ruin Hagen's career. Yeah, no. That's the great part. We can't even celebrate if they get the first overall pick because they're just gonna fuck up Hagen's development, right? And this too, yeah, Drury's not gonna get any good returns for any of these guys. No way. Yes and no to answer your questions. This team absolutely needs to be blown up. You can't look at this team and say that it could stay together. There's just no way you could even possibly say this is fixable because like I said, even by the miracle, let's just pretend that there is a world somehow. Let's get a little tipsy and let's, have a conversation here, right? By some Christmas miracle, they pull a rabbit out of their ass and go off the rest of the season to make the postseason. With the way this group is sulking, bitching, and moaning, trying to get through this adversity in December, you mean to tell me they're going to win 16 playoff games? No way. Nope. Not a chicken shit's chance. No. They have to blow it up. And I get because there's going to be people, a rebuild's not easy to go through, I'm not saying it is. And I know there are teams that it is miserable and they've been an infinite rebuild. But I would rather roll the dice there than run it back with this group. Truly would. Yeah. Thank you for the $2. No, would not hire Messier. No, I appreciate the 2 though. No way. Thank you for the $2, Jay. I bet a team of teenagers could beat this team right now. There's not a hockey team on the globe that wouldn't beat this team. Apparently, unless you're Detroit. And like I've said before, imagine Detroit just wins one of those games against you. You're below them right now. All you can do is just laugh it off, right? Who is it though? I don't know. The Panthers, the Lightning, the Devils? Who? I don't know. I don't know who is at this point. Yeah, I'm sure Hartford's bad because this team doesn't know how to do shit from top to bottom. They can't do a single thing right. It's literally impossible. They never put the right people in place. I don't know. And that's the thing. If Jory gets fired, knowing this team, they're just going to go in-house and we're just going to be counterproductive here. This is just... It's probably going to happen. Probably will happen at some point from now to the end of the season with the way the Rangers are playing. It's going to happen. For sure. And one of the worst executives I've seen in my life. How the guy got the job in the first place amazes me. Hartford was a tire fire with him at the helm. And the moron I am neglected it at the time. I'll put my hand up and say that I was stupid and naive to it. But the guy was completely destroying Hartford. And for some reason, I'm an idiot and worried about another team stealing this guy. And then he somehow handed the job just because he captained the team at one point and because he was in the organization for a few seasons. He makes Brody Van Wagenen look like he deserves a statue outside of Citi Field. Oh, that's the thing. Like, every fan base is laughing, and I'm not even batting an eye at it because, like, this team deserves to be laughed at. If this was, like, I shouldn't say any other team because there are teams you do feel bad for that they've just sucked for so long, like a Buffalo or like a Columbus, where you don't even laugh. It's just, like, kind of sad. But, like, if this was, I mean, the Devils last year, like, when the Devils were ass last year, like, we were the first to point the finger. Like, we deserve to be laughed at right now. Just, I'm tired of hearing fans, like, self-deflect and defend it. Like, stop it. This team deserves to be laughed at. Or, like, Pittsburgh, for example, too. Like, if they were, you know, when they started having their downfall, missing the playoffs, we were all laughing. It's our turn. We deserve this. Round and around and around and around and around and around we go. We could only dream. we could only dream. And I get that the Devils had their reasons why they were bad last year. I'm just saying from the optics, though, like, people laughed it up at them. That's all it is. Because there are fans that don't look at context with things. They just laugh it up and just because of results and everything. But yeah, Circles by Post Malone. I like John Cooper, but I don't know about that one. And even then, if we were going to argue that they did things right tonight, which, sure, there are things they did right tonight. If we're going to sit here and pull that card, who cares? Who the hell cares? Because we know what they're going to do on Monday. Who cares? Not me. Not me. And yeah, there's nowhere to go. There's no way out. Like I said, if they attempt this like retool on the fly shit, it's like I don't know how much longer I could take this. I have no clue. Yeah, they should have kickstarted a bit, but this is just. Thank you for the $5, Kenny. Trade everyone that isn't Coley, Left, Berard, and Jones. I would listen to offers on literally everyone. And I like Will Cooley, but there's no one on this team I'm not listening to offers on. Like, how could you not listen to offers on everyone at this rate? There's just no one off the table. That's my opinion. And I agree with this. Jones needs to go. He rides the bench anyway. If you're never gonna give the guy a long enough leash to where you're gonna let him get through mistakes ever, he's gotta go. Get something for him. I'm tired of him just rotting in the press box. Because what is it accomplishing? Another guy they didn't want to give the time of day to develop. Story of this team. I was gonna go longer, but I don't have it in me. I'm ending it. Fuck this team.